Tome and Principal on the 15th of July 2026 and is scheduled to remain in the country until the 24th of July 2026. The mission, observation mission, is led by Mr. Floyd Officer, Commissioner of the National Elections Commission. The delegation include Mr. Elefio Montes, Director General of the Technical Secretariat for Electoral Administration, Tome Lester, Dr. Felix Pedaz, Chief Operational Officer of G7 Plus, Mr. Eleic Fernandez, Protocol and Partnership Division Officer of G7 Plus, and Mr. Alfonso de Rousseau, a journalist from Timor-Leste News Agency. The mission observed the electoral process in an independent, impartial manner, guided by international recognized principles, followed by incredible election organization with respect for the laws and sovereignty of the Democratic Republic of Tome and Principe. This preliminary statement represents the mission's initial observation and findings. It is issue why the electoral process is ongoing and should therefore be considered preliminary. The mission will continue to follow relevant post-election developments until conclusion of the pre-election engagements. Upon commencing its activities in Tome and Principe, the mission held a series of high-level consultative meetings with national authorities and key electoral stakeholders. The mission met with the President of the Republic, the Prime Minister, the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, the Minister of Finance. These engagements provided an opportunity to express the mission's appreciation to the government and people of Sao Tome and Principe for their hospitality and for their country's continued contribution to the work and objectives of the G7 Plus. The mission is also met with leadership of the National Electoral Commission to give steady participation of the country readiness in the implementation of the administration of the presidential election. Meetings were held with presidential candidates to get a perspective of the electoral process in the broader political and electoral environment. In addition, the mission engaged with the National Police and its commander to understand the security engagements put into place to ensure a peaceful and secure environment process. The mission met also with relevant representatives of civil society to hear their perspective on the preparation of the presidential election and the overall electoral environment, campaign environment. The mission observed activities on the final day of the electoral campaign. The mission noted the interesting and peaceful participation of supporters during campaign activities and political rallies. The conduct observed by the mission reflected level of political tolerance and respect among citizens and political actors. The mission considered the generally peaceful campaign environment to be positive demonstration of the democratic authority of the people of Sao Tome and Principe. Let me firstly begin by extending the mission appreciation to the government and people of Sao Tome and Principe, presidential candidates and their representatives, security institutions, civil society, the media, and all electoral stakeholders who engaged with and supported the mission throughout the deployment. On election day, 19 July 2026, the mission deployed two observation teams across the island of Sao Tome. The teams visited 72 police stations across 38 constituencies in 6 districts of Sao Tome. The areas observed correspond to approximately 24% of the total registered voters of Sao Tome. The mission did not deploy observation in Principal Island. Consequently, the findings contained in this preliminary statement are based primarily on direct observation conducted on Sao Tome Island. They should be understood within the geographic scope of the mission deployment. Based on the polling stations and locations directly observed by the mission, election day was generally conducted in a peaceful, orderly, and transparent manner. Opening at the polling stations where the mission observed opening procedures, polling staff and sensitive election materials were generally in place before the scheduled opening time. Polling staff demonstrated familiarity with the required opening procedures and generally carried out the responsibility transparently. Ballot boxes were shown to candidates, agents, and observers before they were seen. The polling stations observed by the mission generally opened at 7 a.m. in accordance with prescribed procedures, and most polling stations were possibly arranged to facilitate the voting process. The mission also noted that polling staff were easily identified through the official attire. Gender representation among polling staff was encouraging. The mission observed more women present at polling staff as number of polling places. Example, at Escola de Junior Table 1, all polling staff were women. Voting process. The voting environment at most polling stations observed by the mission was calm and conducive to the orderly conduct of the elections. Voters generally formed orderly queues, and in some locations, candidate agents assisted in maintaining orderliness outside the polling stations. Upon entering polling stations, voter identities were checked against 2 separate electoral registers before they were permitted to vote. The mission observed that the majority of voters appear familiar with the voting procedures. This contributed to full flow of voting through polling stations. The voting process generally took approximately 1 minute and 30 seconds per voter at a polling station. Voting booths were positioned in a manner that generally protected the secrecy of the ballot. Assistance was also provided where required to persons that are physically challenged and elderly voters. Presiding officers and polling staff were generally approachable, cooperative, and responsive to questions raised by accredited observers. Election observation and media presence. The presence of international election observers was evidenced at many of the polling stations visited by the mission. The mission also noted active media coverage of the electoral process across various locations. However, during its deployment, the mission observed no visible presence of domestic elections observers at polling stations. The mission encouraged the relevant electoral stakeholders to consider measures that will facilitate and promote greater participation of accredited domestic observers in future elections. The participation of both domestic and international observers will contribute to enhancing transparency, accountability, and public confidence in the integrity of the electoral process. Voter marking procedures. One notable finding concerns difference in the methods used to mark voters after they cast their ballots. At several polling stations visited by the mission, including Escola de Admiral in the Accra Brandon district, Escola Primary Brandon in La Bata district, as well as in Central Social Imperial Pequila in Kusi district, polling officers use permanent markers to mark voters' feet. In contrast, polling stations observed at Escola Pestica de Rabe Fandi and Escola Secundere de Neves in Libat district, as well as Escola Escala de Ribeira Pereira in Ku district used in Delaware. The mission recommends that the National Electoral Commission consider applying of standardized voting marking procedures across all polling stations in future electoral processes. Consistent procedures can help ensure uniformity in electoral administration and feature strengthened stakeholder confidence in safeguarding against multiple voting security environment. The mission noted this stability security coverage at all around the polling stations visited. The overall environment was calm, safe, and secure. During the mission observation of the voting process, the team did not directly witness incidents of intimidation, violence, or vote buying at the polling station. The mission commends the relevant security institutions, electoral stakeholders for contributing to the peaceful environment observed on election day. Closing and counting. At the polling station where the mission observed closing procedure, voting generally concluded at a prescribed time, with no voters remaining in queue at the locations observed. Polling officials conducted ballot reconciliation procedures in the presence of candidates, agents, and observers before proceeding with the count. Ballot boxes were opened in the presence of candidate, agents, and observers, and the counting procedures were generally conducted transparently. At the polling station, results were announced following the completion of the count, signed by candidates, agents, and publicly displayed on the polling station. The commission also noted the practice of placing ballot paper for each presidential candidate into a separate envelopes following the count as a good practice. The commission considered clear procedures for securing and preserving counted ballots to be important for transparency, accountability, and subsequent verification that may be required in the future. Voter participation. The mission observed variation in voter participation across some of the polling stations visited. For example, at Escola Basca de Neves assembled the voting number 2, constituency number 1, at Landsberg district, recording approximately 44% voter participation. While at Escola de Journal Assembly voting number 2 at constituency 6 at Agua Grande district, recorded approximately 36%. The mission encouraged relevant stakeholders to continue efforts aimed at strengthening civic and voter education and promoting broad participation in future electoral processes. Nevertheless, the participation level observed at the location, the closing and counting procedures witnessed by the mission were conducted in a generally professional and transparent manner. Preliminary conclusions. Based on a direct observation within the area of deployment, the G7 Election Observation Mission assessed that the 19 July 2026 presidential election in Tome in principle was generally conducted in accordance with the applicable legal framework, met the standards of free, fair, and transparent election. The mission commends the people of Tome in principle for the peaceful manner in which they exercise their democratic rights. As the electoral process continues, the mission encouraged all candidates, political actors, and their supporters to maintain the peaceful and tolerant atmosphere observed during the election day and to address any electoral concern or dispute through the appropriate legal institutional mechanism. The mission emphasized that this statement reflects its preliminary findings and does not constitute a final assessment of the entire electoral process. Recommendations. Based on its preliminary observation, the G7 Election Observation Mission offered the following recommendations for consideration in future election processes. 1. Standardization of vote marking procedures. The National Election Commission should consider adopting consistent, applying a uniform vote marking method across all polling stations. 2. strengthening domestic relations. Relevant authorities and civil society stakeholders should consider measures to encourage and facilitate the participation of accredited domestic relations endeavors. 3. Electoral stakeholders should continue strengthening voter education initiatives to promote informed and broader participation in the future election, especially for voters who turn 18. 4. Preservation of good electoral practices. The transparent opening, voting, closing, counting, announcements, and public display of polling station results observed by the mission should continue to be strengthened and consistently applied with one methodology. Continual promotion of peaceful political participation. Political actors and electoral stakeholders should sustain the culture of political tolerance, peaceful campaign, and respect for democratic processes during the electoral process. G7 Plus commitment. The G7 Plus remain committed to promoting fragile to fragile cooperation, providing a platform through which member countries, including Tome and principal, can share experiences, exchange knowledge, and learn from one another in strengthening democratic institutions and state resilience. The mission look forward to continued contribution with Tome and principal in support of strong state institutions and the advancement of democratic peace, stability, and suitable development. Finally, the G7 Election Observation Mission expressed its sincere gratitude to the National Electoral Commission of Tome and principal for the invitation and opportunity to observe the 19 July 2026 election. Thank you.